Hi there, my crafty friends. It's Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stamped AF. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and this week I am featuring the Harvest Hellos bundle. So that includes the Harvest Hellos stamp set and the Apple Builder Punch. And as you can see, it does both a pumpkin and an apple. And in my Instagram story yesterday, clearly the pumpkin was the winner. But because it's the beginning of the school year, and I work in the education field, I had just had to do something that was education. So we're gonna do two little projects, and I'll try and make it quick. It is two projects, so it is gonna be a little longer than maybe my usual ones are, but I've got everything ready and let's get our craft on. Okay, so we're going to start with the pumpkin because that was the popular vote. So I am using the wood DSP from the Gather Together DSP, and I do currently have a paper share going on, so if you live anywhere in Canada and would like a quarter pack of all 8 of the DSPs in the holiday catalog, which if you aren't a demonstrator, I know you haven't seen yet, but they are all spectacular. And if you want a quarter pack of all of them, just so you can sample them, it's a great way to do it. So it's $40 per person. There is a shipping fee if you are outside of the city and can't pick it up. Yeah, and this way you get all of the papers and you can decide which ones you really love, and maybe you end up getting another pack of those in the future. But my first order is going in on Friday. I just have 2 more spots to fill for my first share, so email me if you have any questions or if you'd like to sign up. I can do PayPal. I can do e-transfer. Yeah. Okay, so let's glue this puppy down, and I can tell you right now, I will not be using this side of the paper up. Every time I use this, it's going to be the wood because it's spectacular. So this is an A2 sized card, and it's technically a side fold, but we are going to do it as a top fold. And now I have some of the in color DSP. We may only need one of those, we'll see. So the ordering special this week is if you order this bundle with me, you will get out of my own pocket, because I'm actually really sweetening the deal, you will get a package of one of the color families of DSP, because who doesn't want gingham for this set? So you can get the current in colors, you can get the last year's in colors, you can get the brights, the neutrals, the subtles, the regals, whatever you choose. One package on me. So when I did my sample, I did not stamp the pumpkins, and I felt like it's adorable, but it was missing something. So let's stamp them. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're going to punch it the right way. So we need to do that. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath already. Now, you may have noticed in this punch, it also punches out the stem and the leaf. So you don't want to stamp these too close together and not cut them, because it will punch into one of them. Little stem left over. Okay, so just line that up. Just a little bit too much on the bottom. So this is also the bundle that I'm featuring in my stamp club, both in person and online. So if you would like to join Stamp Club and you're not already working with a demonstrator, I will just give you some of the details. You place a $35 order each month before taxes and shipping. And then in your 6th consecutive month of being a member of Stamp Club, you will get a $25 product credit. So you can choose what you'd like. And each month we will be doing 4 different projects in our exclusive Facebook group. So that is Stamp Club. You can email me about that if you have any questions as well. stampedaf@gmail.com. we're going to stamp a couple of stems using soft suede. Okay, so I think we're ready to assemble. This is a piece of Pretty Peacock from that same DSP. Okay, I think we are ready. Puppy has stolen my chair yet again. So let's glue this down before I forget. I wouldn't forget for long. I'd go to move it and everything would fall off. Oh, I love gingham. Just try and space those out evenly. We're going to use our little curly cue that somehow magically did not land in the ink. Not sure how I did that. And then with this one, we're going to pop it up on some dimensionals. Just going to trim that off. And then the extra promotion is now over. Let's put that one on here. But there is always the opportunity to join Stampin' Up. So now that that promotion is over, you would pay $135 still, but you would choose $165 in product instead of the $205 that was part of that promotion. So there is never a bad time to join. And if you have seen the holiday catalog and your wish list is over $100, it really is a no-brainer. We are going to use this little sentiment. I haven't put my labels on yet. We're going to use this Hey There Pumpkin sentiment just down there. Not exactly straight, but that's okay. It's part of the country charm, isn't it? And then I've got, I punched with the Sprig Punch a couple of the champagne foil pieces. So I think we're just going to put one on that centerpiece. It would be too much if we add it everywhere. Now the only other thing I want to mention is my stamp club. So whether you are in person or online, it is One Stamp Club, is an exclusive Facebook group where each month we will be making 4 projects with a featured bundle or stamp set. This month it is that Harvest Hellos, so if you would like to give it a try, you can have that first month for free. You don't have to place your qualifying order of $35 before taxes and shipping. I will let you have September as a freebie. And then in your 6th consecutive month, you will get a $25 product voucher. So you can choose $25 in product of your choice. Okay, so on the inside of this, you can put just a piece of printer paper and stamp another sentiment, but we're going to leave that as done. Doesn't it just add so much by having the stamped pumpkins on there? This could be apples, right? This is definitely pumpkins. So that is card number 1, project number 1. The second one, we are just going to do a super cute back to school gift for teacher or for the student in your life. This is actually the first year I don't have kids going to school, so it's kind of ironic that I'm doing a back to school one. But this little cutie is part of the Tiny Keepsakes bundle. Not my product of the week this week, but super cute nonetheless. So we are going to do the mini curvy keepsake box, and if you have been around Stampin' Up for any time, you probably have the curvy keepsake box. That was hard to say. But the beauty of this one is it's mini and it fits on a 6x6. So I'm just going to run that through my Big Shot real quick. The other beauty is, because it's 6x6, you could use one of the 6x6 embossing folders and add a little bit of texture to it. I'm I'm not going to do that today because I want this to be a reasonably lengthed video. Lengthed? I think I just made up a word. I'm losing vocabulary at an alarming rate, people. Alarming. Okay, now with that tiny keepsakes, there is 2 little backgrounds. So one is this adorable little buffalo check and the other is just these stripes. So we're going to add a little bit of interest to this. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit on a D block. You probably could make it work, but I'm going to use an E block. As much as I love my Stamparatus, sometimes it's easier to just use a block, isn't it? Okay, now the part that I want to stamp this on is the inside part. So that is this part. So I'm just going to ink it up. I'm just using Poppy Parade on Poppy Parade for a nice tone-on-tone look. I have a scrap of paper. I like to get as much use out of my grid paper as I can. You know what? I'm not going to worry if I get it on that piece. Cute. Looks like my Poppy Parade could use some re-inking. There we go. So there's a little bit on there, but no one but you and I will notice. Now the next thing you want to do is take your, sorry about the barking, someone's walking in front of the house. Take your bone folder and just kind of work it towards you. A little Poppy Parade. Fold all those pieces in. These 2 pieces come back out because that is what is going to keep it closed. And then because it's apples, we're just going to put a few little caramels in there. So student or teacher could have an apple with just some yummy caramel. You're going to fold those pieces in. Put that over top, and there's just a tiny little lip on this side that will keep it closed. Well, there's a lip on both sides. And then how cute is that? Now, I think if I had gone real red, it might be a little more obvious. Also, if I had re-inked my ink pad, it would be a little more obvious, but I kind of like the subtle look to it. Now, there's just a couple small steps left, and they really make it what it is. So we are going to do a little bit of embossing. And when you're using black cardstock with white ink, it is crucial that you use your embossing buddy. We are going to use Welcome Back. There's also To an A+ Teacher. There's Feel Better Soon. You Make Me Smile. Lots of cute things. I always like to heat it from the bottom. It doesn't blow any of the powder off. In case you were wondering why I did it like that. Now the other thing with this curvy or mini keepsake box is there are some stitched dies in here that are just adorable. There's this little like teardrop, a star, a heart, an oval, a square. They're just adorable, and all the little sentiments will fit in there. So you're definitely going to want to add that to your stash, especially if you have the original curvy keepsake box. You can make full size and minis. So that was just the classic label punch. We have one more step. We are going to use just a scrap of garden green with the Rooted in Nature leaves. I'm just going to very quickly cut that out. With these dies, you always want to cut first, emboss second. Okay, Okay, so now we've got our leaf, and in my sample, I actually put a hole in the leaf. We're gonna skip that because it really messes with the integrity of the leaf. It doesn't end up being as strong, and I'm pretty sure someone is gonna hang on to this and they're going to want to open it and close it a few times. So what we are going to do is just glue these two together. And we'll pop it on with a glue dot or a dimensional, and we will just tie the bow separately. So I use the braided linen trim. This was from the holiday catalog last year. I'm so glad it stuck around. So let's just tie this in a quick bow. Get it the way you want it, and you can just trim your ends. And then we can just put a little glue dot on there. We can't put it on the box itself because then they're not going to be able to open it. But if we just put a glue dot, it's sticky without being permanent. So let's put that on. Sorry, I'm like right outside the shot. We're just putting that on the ribbon. And there we go. Now you can't see as much of the ribbon as you could the first time around, but super cute, isn't it? So that is all, my crafty friends. I think I covered everything I wanted to. You can see the difference between having that buffalo check and not. Turn off my focus here. Aren't they adorable? So we've got our little caramel apple treat, and then we've got our Hey There Pumpkin card. So that is all for today, my crafty friends. So if you purchase this bundle with me, Canada, before end of day Sunday, September 8th, you will get a package of the Color Family DSP for free. That is a $15.75 value for free. That one's actually coming out of my pocket. So I want you to be able to make these gingham cards and projects, and if you do, I would love for you to tag me on social media, Stamped AF, on all social media platforms, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook. So that is all for today. I thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon, my crafty friends. Bye.